Well, hello, 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 Lupus Warriors. How are you guys doing today? I hope that this video finds you all doing well. Um, welcome to another episode of Lupus Facts brought to you by yours truly, Laura's Lupus. And for those of you that are new to the channel, hi, my name is Laura. I created this channel in order to bring about awareness, to educate, and to encourage lupus warriors like you and I. And it doesn't matter how far along you are in your journey with lupus. This community was established to create a safe place to talk about difficult things regarding this journey with lupus. And so it doesn't matter if you are looking for a diagnosis to know if you have lupus, or if you're newly diagnosed, or if you're further along in your journey with lupus. This is the community for you because we talk about hard things in a safe place. And I truly believe that by creating a community for lupus warriors and by keeping the disease called lupus at the forefront, okay, that we can, transition closer to finding a cure. We can also improve treatment plans for lupus patients. And then also, we can create a possibility of faster and earlier diagnosis of lupus. So, if you're looking for information, if you're looking for encouragement, and if you're looking for awareness, and if you want to help spread the awareness and spread the hope for a cure, then this is the place for you. And how can you do that? You can do that by hitting the subscribe button, hitting the bell so that you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video. You can also hit the like button, and you can also share the videos and leave a comment in the comment section. If you have any questions regarding lupus, if I can answer that question, I will either answer in the comment section, or I can create a video if it's something that I feel that's widespread and needs to be talked about. Also, if I don't have the answer, I promise you that I will go and search it out for you. Okay? And so today I wanted to pop in and do a video regarding journaling. On my previous video, I talked about the importance of journaling. And as we know, keeping a journal for our lupus journey is very important because number one, it gives us a holistic view of our health. It helps us to communicate effectively with our health providers. It provides a place where we can ask questions and answer questions. Also, it's an easy way to organize and track our lupus symptoms. And, with everything that we go through with lupus, we have a team of doctors that we have to communicate with. So we're juggling that. We have different tests and surgeries and changes in medications and treatment plans. We're juggling a whole lot along with our personal lives. And so, guess what? Life does not stop just because you have lupus. I know sometimes we want to scream, hey, let us off this merry-go-round because it can feel like life is coming at you so fast. But life does not stop. And so, having a journal is a fantastic way, to communicate with your loved ones, with your health professionals. And it's also a way that we can advocate, more effectively for our health care. We're in charge of our health care. We know our bodies. We understand our bodies. We know when something is not right. And so this is a fantastic way, a fantastic tool to advocate for your health as a lupus patient. And so on this video today, we're going to talk about creating your own journal, a personalized journal. Okay. On the previous one, I talked about, there are many lupus journals out there. And this one here is the one that I purchased. Um, some journals are 90 days, some journals are 30 days. But this is one that I purchased, and I purchased this one because it was more specific towards SLE, systemic lupus. And that's the reason why I purchased this one. And this one here was created in April of 2022. So this is one of the newer ones, but they have all kinds of journals out there regarding lupus. I also saw, journals out there for other diseases, diabetes, Sjogren's disease, um, arthritis, asthma. There are all types of journals. And yes, there are journals out there that you can purchase for lupus. And with my search on Amazon, the journals, they range in prices from, $6 to about $15 is what you'll pay. But today I wanted to talk about, instead of, purchasing a journal, if that's something you want to do, that's fine. But you have to think about this. Every 30 to 90 days, you're going to have to purchase a new journal. And so that's what, $15 every 30 to 90 days. So why not just get creative and create your own journal? And you know, um, as I went through this journal that I purchased, I thought about, if I wanted to create my own journal, how could I personalize it specific to my life? You know, how could I tailor make a journal for Laura's life? How can you tailor make a journal for your life? And you know what? It doesn't cost a lot of money. You can use a spiral notebook. They come in all sizes. I think they're like a dollar, $1.50 at the most. Or you can move into the higher range where there are beautiful decorated journals, all colors, and it actually has the word journal on there. When you're creating your own journal, you can personalize it with stickers, whatever you want to, however you want to decorate the outside. But the important thing that I would like to talk about today is, what are some of the sections that we should include in our journal if we're creating our own journal. Okay. And so, as I took a look at, the store bought journals, or the journals that you can order off of Amazon, I looked at some of the things that were not included in their journal. And so I wanted to kind of think outside the box. Well, what would I need to help with my life, to help me advocate for Laura? And so these are a few of the sections that I came up with that I would include in my journal. And so today, this is just to give you some ideas. But if you want to create your own journal, get creative. Think about your life. Think about your own personal journey with lupus, because, as we know, lupus is different for everybody. It's not a one size fit all. And so my journal and the sections that I include, may not be what you need, but just kind of take in the information, look at other journals, and then if you want to get creative, create your own journal and have your own sections in your journal. So let's get right into it. In my journal, the first section that I would have would be a place to include the names, addresses, telephone numbers, and fax numbers of my whole team of doctors. That would be my first section. My second section would include a list of medications. And as we know, with changes in treatment plans, our medications are always being updated. Some are being stopped, new ones are being, started. But with this list of medications, I would include, of course, the medications, the dosage, how often I take each one. I would also include, should I take this medication with or without food? I think that's very important. And then also, I would include in the medication section, what are some, foods or herbs or things that I need to avoid when I'm taking this medicine? For example, if you're taking a blood pressure medicine, in the contraindications part, of the medication sheet, it tells you to stay away from grapefruit and grapefruit juice. Some even will tell you that you can't take garlic along with this medication, or, certain herbal supplements could cause an adverse reaction when taking this medication. So I think that's something that I would include in my journal. Section number 3 for me, I would include a space for my pain. you know um, just journaling daily, what type of pain symptoms I'm having, such as the location of my pain. Is it my shoulder? Is it my back? Am I having headaches? The severity of the pain. What do I feel, or can I pinpoint what triggered it? and then how did I treat it. Another section that I would include is how am I feeling today? How am I feeling today? And I would include, I would journal how am I feeling mentally, emotionally, physically, as well as spiritually. And with the pain section and with the how am I feeling section, you can also rate your pain from 1 to 10. Because that is a question that they ask us when we're, during one of our doctor's appointments. Are you having any pain today? How would you rate it from 1 to 10? I think also we could apply that same rating to how are we feeling today, 1 to 10. The fourth section that I would include is a section for my tests and my lab results. And that also would include the dates and the results of those labs and tests. Now, I'm beginning to notice during my last appointment, I had lab work done. And the doctor gave me a copy of the lab results. And at the bottom of the lab results, it said, please make sure that a copy of this is given to all other doctors that you are seeing. So nowadays, doctors are putting the responsibility on us to make sure that all of our doctors are informed of what lab work we're having, what tests we're taking, the results of that, you know. And you can fax that over to your doctors, or you can take it into your next doctor's appointment. But also, I think just jotting it down in your journal, hey, I had a mammogram on this day for women. I had a mammogram on this day. This is the results of it. Or if your doctor should change your medication plan. And let's say if you have high blood pressure and they place you on a different blood pressure medication, or they add, let's say you're taking one or two blood pressure medications and the doctor adds a third one. Well, the next time you see your doctor, they're going to want to know, well, how is it working out for you? Did it bring your blood pressure down? Did you have any type of adverse reactions to it? How did you feel after taking this blood pressure medication? So all of that can be included, in your journal. Also, I think that by keeping, just jotting down your lab tests and your lab results, it can also cut down on doctors duplicating, lab work. Every time we go in for a doctor's appointment as lupus patients, there's some blood that we have to give. They're always looking for our lupus levels and other things that we're going through. And so you can just jot down, hey, my urinalysis showed this. My lupus levels were stable or they were high. My cholesterol was this. All of this can be helpful. You can take this journal into all of your doctor's appointments, and you have all of your information in one spot. And it's a very effective way of communicating with your health professions. I just think that's awesome to keep a journal. I think it's very helpful. The fifth section that I would include in my journal is my blood pressure readings. And if you are diabetic, also your blood sugar levels. You could record that as well. And last but not least, the sixth section that I would include in my journal, of course, would be my symptoms. What are my symptoms I'm experiencing today? Um, and I will have a separate video on just the list of symptoms, as far as like what areas of the body, with systemic lupus, it attacks, all areas of the body, all systems of the body. And so I want to do a separate video on the symptoms to break down the systems and what would be some of the symptoms if lupus is active in that system. For example, the kidneys. The kidneys are your urinary system. What would be some of the symptoms if lupus is active in the kidneys? And so that's going to be another video where we just talk about the systems and the symptoms and everything, because that would make this video too long if I did that on this one. Okay, so um, I hope that you found that this information was helpful. I hope that it will help you to create your own lupus journey, your own lupus journal. I'm sorry for your lupus journey, and I hope that you can garner some ideas and personalize it and make your journey, your journal. Very personalized for you. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in and listening to another episode of Lupus Facts. Um, as I say at the end of every video, there is life after lupus. Stay encouraged, stay blessed, and I'll talk to you, my friend, on the next video. Bye for now.